Okay, welcome back to Football Kings. I'm Kingsley and I'm with my brother Andrew. And I mean, a couple games have been played in match week 19, right? We can say like match week 19 for some teams is almost done, right? One of the big
Yeah,
games that on our last episode of the pod we spoke about was the Arsenal West Ham game, right? West Ham coming to Arsenal's house. And I spoke about how
yeah.
important the game was, right? And I said, if Arsenal doesn't win, right, not only do they not top the table, but they're at risk of being third in the title race, right? On the table, I'll say. Because Man City have a game in hand, right? Man City, they've come back, they won Everton. I'm not sure who they're playing next, but most likely, Man City, right? They'll most likely win that game and put themselves
But
second.
we can't say of the game
We,
in hand. So for
we
now,
can't say, right? We can't say, but for now, that's why I say for now at risk. For now at risk. So let's look into
yeah.
the game. Let's look into the Arsenal West Ham game, right? We expected what David
First,
Moyes.
first talking point was
Yeah,
that ball out.
that ball was not out.
Why
That
would you say it was
ball
not out?
was not out. Let me tell you why.
Oh my
A ball
God, it
is a
was
ball.
out.
No. It was not out for two reasons.
Okay, talk. I'll tell you why it was out.
Okay, for
Mhm.
me, it was not out for two reasons. Number one,
Okay.
if I can't decide if the ball is out for an image, which we've seen this season, it's if VAR
No.
cannot
That's a
find.
different point.
No,
No, that's
that's
a
valid.
different point.
That's valid. If
But
VAR cannot
that's
find
different
conclusive
point.
angles, is in. Another second point is if there's even a whisker of the ball, a whisker. You understand what I mean? A whisker it means
Yes.
like a bit of the ball on the line, the ball is in. And if you see with
Yeah.
the angle that they gave, right? Bowen
Mhm.
tapped the ball in just as a bit of the
Mhm.
ball was on the line.
That was when he tapped it. Before he tapped it, there was no whisker of the ball on the white line, the post line, and the line on the ground.
There was.
But that said,
There was. You
there
can
was
check
not
images.
before he tapped it. So they showed two views. They
Yeah.
showed just as he tapped it.
Mm-hmm.
But before he tapped it, you cannot see the line
No,
at the
because
post.
his leg was blocking. His leg
Wait
was in
now, let
between, right?
me. So you can't. The problem thing is you can't see the ball on that white line. But the
Mm.
thing is that they cannot cancel that ball simply
Yes.
because Bowen is blocking the ball.
Yes.
But at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
we, the people looking at it, we can't see the ball on the white line, which is what determines if it should be in or out. Right.
True.
But
True. In
that
some
said,
angles, yeah.
Arsenal has been done again, second time, which is going to count at the end of the season. It speaks a lot of volumes, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because this is second time. Now,
Mm-hmm.
Ateta cannot even say disgrace because there's no camera to pick it.
Yeah.
They're just unfortunate. You
Yeah.
can't even win this league. But today, I just felt like
Mm-hmm.
today was a day where David Moyes has never won at Arsenal. He went to
Yeah.
Arsenal.
He has never won, yeah.
22 attempts. He's won on his 23rd attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But there are a lot of talking points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I like the fact that David Moyes did exactly what David Moyes would do. They defend deep. I know I cannot play game pressing. I know I cannot play like you guys expansive football. I tried it in Liverpool. I got beat 5-1.
Yeah.
I've learned my lesson, right? I'm coming to a game. I'm going to sit back, defend. If I find my chance in set piece, I score. If I find my chance in counter,
Yeah.
I score, right? When
Yeah.
Paqueta got injured I think Paqueta got injured after the first goal, right? So
30 minutes.
when Paqueta got injured, at first I was feeling like, okay, things might turn around. We all know one goal in the Premier League is nothing. I mean, people we say that much
Even
time.
2 goals is nothing
Even
this
two goals is
season.
nothing, right? Right, 2 goals
It's
is nothing,
nothing.
right?
Yeah.
Most likely Arsenal will get back in the game. My mind, Arsenal has time. They'll get back in the game. They'll 1-1, might end 2-1. That's what I was thinking, right?
Yeah.
But then West Ham scores again. And it got to a point in the game,
And
there were like six people in the box.
thing. The painful thing about those goals.
Yeah.
Like Arteta, we need to sit Arteta down and flog him. He's 4 years. No, Kingsley, I'm pissed off at him because he's 4 years in this league as a manager of a club.
Yes.
Right? He's 4 years as a manager of a club, right? Not assistant manager. Everybody knows David Moyes' script.
It's so
right?
obvious.
You shouldn't be new to you.
It's
And
so
you should be
obvious.
you should have a definite plan for David Moyes' script. You said it already. 8 people in the box, or 7 people inside the
Yes.
box, or 6 people inside the box.
Yeah.
4 people in front of the box, plus their attackers.
Yes.
Just one attacker just ahead of them, but
Yeah,
they are
Bowen.
close to their box 18.
Yeah.
10 people. So David Moyes is one of the last people that is playing, parking the bus properly.
Yes.
The way buses are
In the
parked
league.
in the motor park.
In the league.
He wants you to go wide.
Mhm.
And that's
Wings.
you know the painful thing. That's Arsenal's game.
They play from the
Go
wings
wide.
anyways. They play from
Go
the wings.
wide, Martinelli. It became boring. Go wide, Martinelli. Oh, what can you do? Cut in. And you know the most painful thing? I don't know, like, must you play short, intricate passes? Like, what is that about? Like, short passes.
Play it long.
It is.
Play it long. And that's what I was expecting.
The key thing to winning West Ham, which everyone knows, everyone in this league knows, is even with the supporters, people that watch, is you must find the space.
Yes.
The only way you are going to find the space is 2 ways. One, you must be quick. It's even more than 2 ways, 3 ways.
Yeah.
You must be very quick.
Move the ball very quick.
And when you are very quick, you don't allow them set up.
Yes. Exactly like
that
time that
game.
They were so quick the first time they couldn't go back.
So that time that they attack you, they come out maybe 3 times or 4 times in a game.
Yeah,
they're like cockroaches. They come out 3 or 4 times in the game.
Yeah.
When you don't expect them to come out, because they want to have something to sniff and score. You give them something to sniff, corner, free kick, counter attack, they come out. That is the time you can score West Ham.
That's the time you score.
Because there's space. They are not set up. Long balls. Why would you be passing Martinelli?
But Martinelli too was poor in the game. Martinelli was just not.
The thing that was annoying me is when West Ham was not set up. They kept on passing those short passes. Shevchenko to Gabriel to Saliba. Why can't you launch that ball? You see, that's why I like things like Liverpool, Everton. You launch that ball straight.
Even Man City. Man City will not make that mistake.
Even Man City will not make that mistake. You launch the ball straight to the box 18, or not even to the box 18. You have wingers. Saka was always wide.
Yeah, just keep him wide. Keep Saka wide.
Let him go.
Running.
Then Martinelli, don't bring that ball back. And if you catch them, the thing with West Ham, if you catch them when they are not set up, you will score them.
You will most likely score.
Fulham scored them 5. How did Fulham score them 5?
You most likely score.
Which other team scored them 5-1? Tottenham.
Even if Liverpool won them 5-1.
Yes, Tottenham. I think Tottenham won them too. Big margin.
Yeah,
Tottenham won them.
Yeah, been beating big margins this season.
Yes, sure. Big margin, and it's because of, if you look at those people, their games. Tottenham plays long balls. Postecoglou will not be playing short passes.
I don't understand. You can't go from game to game as an
the same thing.
Exactly the same thing.
The same thing. Like it's
you have to have a plan.
So predictable. How can you as a club and as a manager, you have 76 touches in the opposition box and you did not score? 76. If Man City has 76 in opposition touches, you are 6-0 down. You are 6. You can't escape it. If Man City has 76 touches in West Ham's opposition box today, they're like 6-0 down. But it's just at this point now, Arteta has been found out. I'll be completely honest, because Arteta has a script.
It's the same,
right? Which when he came, there are so many games this season. This one is an indicator. But Chelsea game this season also exposed them badly.
Yeah.
Pochettino really analyzed him, and he knew they had a script. Pochettino had a mid block, and they struggled with it. Right? They scored them 2 goals, but Chelsea they are weak defensively. That's why they considered those 2.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing West Ham did today.
Yeah.
Like it
felt like even if it was 1-0,
it's horrible.
It felt like even if it was 1-0, West Ham could have kept that 1-0 lead to the end. It was so funny because you see, what
they just won. They want the ball to go wide.
Yeah.
Ogona and Kostrapanos, what's his name? In the box. Cross it in, bro. We are here waiting.
Nod it out.
Nod it out. And like they start the passing again
And-
in front, like.
And you know the funny thing, West Ham, when they get the ball, they don't do anything with the ball. They just hold the ball till they lose the ball. Because they're like, what we don't. I just watched.
They don't want to have the
I
ball.
watched Kudus get the ball instead of going forward, pass back. I watched David Moyes' hand. I watched David Moyes at the touchline saying, "Go back, go back, go back." He just doing his hand, go back.
Go back.
It don't make me laugh. It don't
Imagine
signal, go back.
that first goal was maybe the second time they came out from their box 18 in maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Second time, all while they've been in their box 18 chilling, they passed one big trailer in front of their box, like 4 or 5 trailers.
They definitely came to make sure they don't lose. That is it.
That is it.
And you know the funny thing, this season West Ham have successfully beaten Man U and beaten Arsenal 2-0.
They've beaten Chelsea too.
And they beaten Chelsea.
The same thing. Turnover.
Yeah, the same thing. So it's like,
and it could have been more. Arsenal's next fixtures, Fulham, they have some tough fixtures coming.
Yeah. It could have ended 3-0, to be fair. If Benrahma is just no
penalty from their ex what's his name? What was this boy they bought for 100 something million? West Ham, former West Ham boy. Declan Rice gave West Ham
the first time this season he has made a mistake, right? So I won't hold
which kind of mistake? Are you sure he's not playing for West Ham?
Oh no.
Like, jolly guys,
no,
jolly.
You see he slipped and he tried to stand up to get the ball again, but he was too late, just a second too late, and they just moved the ball quickly and then got the penalty. So
yeah,
I won't hold him. I won't hold him. So I won't really hold him to that because he was really hardworking, right? Declan Rice is a very hardworking player, and he was actually very good in the game, right? He came forward, he gave good passes. He had his shots that
he tried. He was excellent. He was the only he's the only person that was away to West Ham.
Always consistent. He knows what they will do. You know the funny thing is, most of the crosses that could have come counter, Declan Rice.
He knows where he knows where Bowen is. Team.
Yeah, he knows his Bowen or his Kudus, right?
The only times they were caught out were the times that Declan Rice was not in that area.
Yes.
If you look at it, the first time they succeeded in coming out, Declan Rice was not there.
Yes.
He went free. Even the corner too, that Shevchenko, I don't know if it's Shevchenko that lost the ball. And even the corner, he was marking Kostrapanos, did not follow him through. And the guy just had one free nodder. And you should even know that West Ham, you know the thing that is paining me. Yeah. West Ham are one of the best. They are one of the best. Arsenal and West Ham are one of the best people in set pieces. Arsenal score a lot of set pieces. West Ham score a lot of set pieces. So I expected that they prepared for, but Arteta needs to change his scripts.
Another thing is, I feel like they thought it was going to be an easy win, right? Coming into the game. They felt like this might not be as tough of a match for them, right? They could easily like banking maybe finishing like a 2-1 victory. I mean, everybody said it's going to be a slim margin, right? Just because of how West Ham is defensive. But the favorites were Arsenal, right? Arsenal was going to win the game. The favorites were Arsenal. But one thing I really want to highlight on is Arsenal is not just a team going for top 4, right? They are in the title race. What do they need? What do they need at this point to win the title? What separates them, right? I've had this conversation with a couple people. Some people say they should get a 9 that will score.
They need a goal scorer.
Yeah, some people say they need a stronger defense. Where are you for both being the same, or are you for just a 9?
First of all, like looking at Shevchenko, I understood why Arteta bought Timber.
Yeah.
You know about Timber. Timber can play on both ends, right? Timber can play on both ends. You also have that Japanese boy that can play on both sides, they are good. And Ben White can play on the right. Maybe you can try to use him on the left, but most time Ben White is on the right, right?
Yeah.
And I now understood. Before I could not get it why he bought Timber, but today I understood why he bought Timber. Like Shevchenko is not reliable. They need a top 9. Ask me why.
Why?
Do you believe that no Arsenal player has more than 5 goals this season? No, you're laughing. It's a serious crime.
No. It's true.
Gabriel
It's true.
Jesus
It's true.
doesn't have up to 5 goals,
Mhm.
Premier League goals.
Mhm.
Nketiah has 5. Saka has 5.
Yeah.
The rest, I'm even shocked. Kai Havertz has like maybe 4 or 3.
Mm.
But the rest of them is 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, which is not good.
But
Out of the top
he
sides.
keeps playing Jesus as a false 9, right? He keeps playing Jesus as a false 9. So Jesus is doing what a false 9 is supposed to do: hold up play, find the pass. Because
but you
you're
still
a wing,
score now.
you play wing play. So
okay, Martinelli. What of Martinelli?
that's the problem, right? Martinelli has just fell out of form, right?
This season he's not contributed in terms of
he has
goals.
not been doing well. He has not been doing well this season. But when we look at Arsenal, let me explain something to you. Arsenal last season, this is the same attacking forward. They were banging in goals. They were scoring, right? Because he was playing the false 9. It was working for them. You get what I'm saying? You can't really blame a coach if some of my players are falling out of form. I'm not expecting them to do what they're supposed to do, right? But at this point, it seems like Zinchenko is costing them games. Zinchenko is costing them games. They're leaking at the back.
Apart from Shevchenko costing them games in itself, right? I just feel, and another thing is Arsenal has been found out in terms of Arteta's scripts.
Yeah, the stats are the same.
That's why they can't score much goals.
That is why
they can't score much goals.
We watched Arsenal last season. The Arteta ball, the pass, wing play, cut back, goal. They scored so many times.
The short passes they do is just too much.
Yes,
they had almost 677 passes today. West Ham had like 200 and maybe 240 something.
Sometimes just keep it simple. Just keep it
and
simple.
they scored 2 goals. It's like I had when the first goal entered, I had my hand on my head like this, like, oh my God. He predicted this. How this is not going to happen? I said, okay, calm down, breathe.
Let the ball breathe.
let us now breathe. I was like, oh God, what's happening here? The next thing, corner, goal, second half. I said, it's all over.
His game is over.
It's all over.
It's over. West Ham is not Aston Villa. They are not playing highlights.
The only team that really came back when West Ham scored them 2 goals, it's only Man City that's come back. The other team.
And we know why. Because it's Man City.
Yeah.
Because it's Man City.
Do you get that? Especially when Haaland does his hair like this. Once he does that, his hair like, oh, we're in trouble.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, not a great result for Arsenal fans. I mean, I don't think they should use this as this is just a one-off occurrence, right? They've been doing well so far. Like, even speaking of how I've spoken so many times, I've talked against their backline that I don't think is necessarily the strongest. Even when we call people like Tomiyasu,
Gabriel too needs to be changed. I mentioned this.
It's so funny. People call Tomiyasu.
I said the only defender they have
is Saliba.
It's Saliba.
Let me tell you something. The amount of blocks and clearances that Saliba and Declan Rice do in a game is what saves them. Trust me. Because you cannot rely on Zinchenko. Gabriel is average.
No, defensively, Zinchenko is not good.
Ben White is
trying. He's trying.
Ben White is an average player.
But you should know that Ben White is a center back.
Okay, that's
not even a right back.
That's fair.
Right? It's just like me shouting, "Oh, don't use the Vaikowell as a left back." It's the same thing. I even feel like as a center back, he's done excellently well.
He has done well.
Back
he's done some good
right
ball.
Because
But so, looking at it, they need one more solid person. Because what happens when Saliba is injured?
Saliba will be injured soon. And
that's what I'm saying.
Last season when Saliba was injured, 7 games to the end of the season. What happened? They didn't win. They could not win.
What happens if Declan Rice doesn't play in a game? What happens if Declan Rice gets injured?
That's a problem.
You can't be running on risks like this, right?
It's the same thing with Man City when they are over dependence on Rodri.
Yes, it affects them in games.
So now my prediction for this season, I'm just looking at it now. Anything that makes Declan Rice, Rodri to have injury, or Saliba, man, Liverpool has free running at the league. You know why I say that? Because in Liverpool squad currently, the good thing about Klopp, and Klopp has learned his lesson. I think Klopp has learned his lesson.
Yeah.
Because he was pinned down and he suffered brutally last season from injuries, right?
Really suffered.
He's learning now to he's using Kwanzaa. It's for a reason.
He keeps substituting.
People don't understand that he's giving that boy game time. Because he doesn't know if Konate gets injured.
Kwanzaa has to come in. Yeah.
Yes. Who is coming in?
It's Kwanzaa.
Right? Yeah. The other guy, that tall boy that looks lanky boy.
Matip, yeah. Yes.
Matip is just so unreliable.
He's out for the rest of the season, actually. He's injured out for the rest of the season. So Kwanzaa is who you're relying on. Like, I still feel like Arsenal just don't have that powerful squad depth. And I know Arteta has a plan for it. He has gotten gradually they'll build that depth, right? And I think that's what will really, really help them when they go to challenge. Because they're playing in the Champions League, they're playing in the Premier League. These things take a toll on players, right? Anything affects any of your defenders, it becomes a problem. But moving